Dad, what set the stage? Where are we?
This is Uncle Cheryl's backyard in, I think it's called Hilltown Township, Pennsylvania, outside Philadelphia. And we were down there. Is this when Billy's here?
Yeah.
My friend Billy, we were both freshmen in high school. We decided to spend April vacation with the relatives. So we came down on a train.
And how old are you?
Freshman, 13, 14.
Okay, so I'm going to start the video. Hold on.
Well,
Now, is that whiskey you're drinking?
No, that's water.
And why are you, what are you doing with the, there's Ron.
yep.
Here comes the Lone Ranger. That's probably your father, Ron, flying that airplane.
Let's see one. What are you doing, Bo? You know?
What's that?
Now, who's that?
That's Uncle Cyril, my mother's sister's husband. They had no children, but he was my favorite uncle.
And that must be you, Ron.
Uncle Cyril was a great baseball player when he was young. He was a pitcher.
Yeah.
Did he play on a team?
No.
What kind of car is that?
I think that's a Packard.
Now, was all that land theirs?
Big chunk of it was.
So this wasn't the suburbs. Now, who's that? Who are those people?
Well, you said that was Billy Conlon.
Yeah. That's from left to right, Stanley and Ellen, and I don't know who that is there. That's
Helen.
Helen and Sophie
Do you remember what the dog's name is?
Patch.
Patch the dog.
That's Billy and me carrying Bron.
You see Ron walking?
Yes. Yeah, there's some sparring going on here. Okay,
There's-
airplane.
That's Stanley in the airplane.
What's the airplane, Ron?
Araka.
An Aranca is a type of plane, which over time became Ron's favorite plane.
Oh, that's the one that he wanted, right? He wanted to buy.
Yep, an Aranca, but his dad flew that.
And was your dad a pilot or was this a hobby?
Holly.
Hobby.
And then there's that amazing woman that Ron told me about. The
That was
one
the-
that taught your dad to fly.
And who was she walking with there? Was that,
Stanley, my dad.
okay.
Her name was Annie and she,
Ann Shields, right.
yeah, Ann Shields.
Yeah. She's going around the plane. Checking the plane.
Looks like it took off from a grass strip too.
Yeah, it did.
Well, that wasn't even a grass strip. It was just a field, wasn't it?
Yeah, well. It
Where-
wasn't,
Where was this one? Ron?
Hilltown Township.
But it was like, was it an airport or was it a strip or was it just the yard?
Well, it was this was just somebody's house.
Yeah. Okay. What is the field? Yeah.
So people that worked regular jobs could afford airplanes.
Yeah,
I was reading Life magazine from the week Dad was born that his mom saved, and had a whole thing about more Americans were learning to fly, and it had all of these things to learn about flying.
now that's Sophie going to the plane.
Yeah, I think it was Sophie and Helen both, I think.
Dan Helen, 1943, and Eleanor.
Yeah,
That was her christening.
that's Ron's father and mother. And I guess that's Ron.
No, that's his sister Eleanor.
It's pre-Ron. It was before Ron. Ron was still a sparkle in his mother's eye, or father's eye.
Your father looks like a preacher.
yeah.
And what's the name of this park that you guys always went to?
It was Hilltown.
No, this was Pennypack, wasn't it? Was the Pennypack or Wissanomi, this park? Gotta look at the picture. It's where Eleanor's christening was. So were they at Pennypack or Wissanomi that time?
Yeah, those are familiar names.
Yeah, right there, Ron. But that was that a Wissanomi or was that a Pennypack?
It has a big lake or a pond. I see where jokesters come in this family because your dad's about to throw little Ralph in the lake.
He
Yeah,
always was doing stuff to me like that. He wanted to kill me.
I think he did that to most children.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah.
Scared the hell out of me.
Then look at Sophie.
Yeah, she wasn't having any parts of it. Yeah. Sears Tower on the boulevard.
So that was a store?
That was a big story, yeah.
Was it actually a store or was it just a corporate offices?
Well, it's corporate offices.
Yeah, I don't think there was ever a store in that building.
Yeah, it was.
There was two? Oh, he says
I was
both,
like, oh,
a store and corporate offices. Yeah. So that was the building that was it your father or your grandfather? Your grandfather made the bet about the being out of Plum?
Helen?
That's Helen still with Eleanor.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that this is Pennypack Park.
yeah, you're probably right.
What did Stanley do as a job?
It was a
Auto
carpenter.
mechanic.
Auto mechanic. Okay.
Well, first he was a carpenter and then he was an auto mechanic.
Yeah, during the war, he built wharves and stuff.
He built what?
Wharfs.
Wharfs. Wow.
Boats, ships.
Look at Grandpa in that navy jacket and hat and his cute little pants, or lack of pants.
No, wow.
That
That's
was
for-
Ralph. That was
It was Ralph.
that was Ralph with his mom, who was Aunt Laura. That was Katie's grandma and Katie's father. In that picture.
Very cute in that hat.
He wasn't so sure he liked it, but. And then there was Eleanor. With Helen and Stanley.
Looks like he's with Al Capone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that Stanley?
Yeah,
Stanley.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny with his pipe
Stanley.
now.
yep.
Right there, Stan.
I don't remember seeing your father with a pipe.
Yeah, he smoked one. Can you take this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who did we figure out this young, charming young guy in the outfit, in the officer, I mean, the army outfit was?
I think that was either his brother
His brother Henry.
or
Eddie, what do you
Yeah,
think?
could you hear that? It was his brother Henry.
Yeah.
And this was the house in Philadelphia, right?
no.
The row house?
Yes.
Yeah, that was. Wait a minute. Okay, this the one where we saw people who didn't normally socialize with each other?
No.
No, okay, so there was Stanley. And Eleanor.
That's my grandmother Laura in the fur coat.
Okay. And that was Annie Carbonick, who was her godmother, who was Helen's best friend ever.
Oh, I remember hearing about Annie Carbonick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then that was Henry, right? Was that her godfather?
No. Kind of hard because it was a male and a female.
Yeah, I know, but Annie Carbonick, and who was the man? Who was Eleanor's godfather?
Guess it was my father.
No, her godfather would have been Henry.
You can tell this couple really want a baby until she falls over.
That's been what I put in.
Oh my goodness. And then there, let's see, your father's in the back. That's your grandmother, right? Next to him clasping her hands.
And the three sisters, Helen,
Yeah.
Sophie, and Laura.
And then there's Ralph. And then that we think that might be Eleanor Samsel Seeger. She was the other sibling. So there was Stanley and then Henrietta and then Henry. So Henrietta married Samsel, and then her second child was a girl, Eleanor Samsel Seeger.
And
So
that's
now
Eleanor.
I think that's Eleanor, isn't it? Still?
This one's walking. That's Eleanor, yeah.
It was,
Then Aunt Laura with her?
yes,
No, it's Henry.
No.
Eleanor's so cute.
that was Henry in the back.
Yeah, Henry in the back. That's right.
Little kids don't wear bonnets like that anymore.
Not usually, no.
Okay, and that's Helen
Oh, I love
and
You have a
Eleanor
pterodactyl
and
on your shoulder.
okay, now in this picture, there's Stella and Annie, and then that's Laura, isn't it? Okay, and now this is
Helen.
Helen with Eleanor.
Probably at Wildwood, New Jersey.
Yeah, I would guess. Can you grab that?
Grab what?
This iPad.
And there's your father with Eleanor.
He was in such good shape.
Yeah, he was.
And I bet he didn't go to the gym.
Gotcha. Yeah, I can't.
She's running the video. All you can do is watch, you can't control it.
Oh,
Do you think that's Eleanor?
Yeah, now if I make it bigger, I think it stops for you.
That's my mother.
That's your mother. And Eleanor. Yeah, you wouldn't have been born yet because she definitely looks like she's about 3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now you said that this is your christening and Uncle Cyril made the card. What did you mean by he made the card? He
There's a big card in here. Can I have that big card that was Uncle Cyril had taken a picture of?
I don't-
That's his
Yeah, we'll
hers.
see if we can figure it out. So
Yeah.
is this your christening? Yeah, because there's Eleanor.
Yeah.
Ron has arrived.
Yes. And then who's
Mhm.
taking the pictures there? Is that Cyril? This was somebody taking a picture of Cyril taking pictures?
I think that was Laura taking a still picture.
Oh, okay. And so
Everybody's clothes are so cute.
and they're so fancy for going to the park. They're back there at Pennypack Park again.
Baby Ron.
Yeah. So that's Grandpa Ron. That baby is Grandpa Ron.
Mhm.
Look at him. Oh,
I'm like, shoot or what?
Mhm. You had the biggest cheeks.
Yeah.
It's Ron.
Yep, baby Ron. You're very cute, Ron.
That's me.
With
Mhm.
very big cheeks.
oh, and that's all the aunties and mothers. It's Laura
Do you want to
and,
tip him up a little bit more?
okay. Oh, now there's Ralph and Eleanor. Oh, is this the one that has both Bobchi and Grandmom in it, that has both Stella and Veronica?
We'll tip it back in a second.
So that's Ralph and Eleanor
Yeah.
walking through the park. You look good in your cardigan, Dad.
Yes.
So dapper.
Baby Ron.
Okay, and somebody,
That was a friend of your father's, that guy. He was your godfather, wasn't it?
it's, I think,
Who was it? Yeah, but do you remember his name?
Al Lawrence,
Al Lawrence, okay. And then who was your godmother?
Eleanor Lawrence.
That was
Oh.
just Eleanor and Ralph being very rough with each other.
Yeah, but Ron's godparents were Al and
Take-
Eleanor Lawrence. And there's your father with what year car was that?
Um,
Oh, there's little Ron with Eleanor. Ron's got the blue snowsuit on. That's Grandpa Ron in that blue snowsuit.
You.
You look so cute. You look like you're a little astronaut.
Mhm.
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah.
That too. Eleanor with Ron, probably hoping he will run in the street.
So this you think was back at the Sears building where there was all the grass.
yeah, I think so.
Every little shade on.
You remember you were in Salem many, many years later and your sister dragged you through the mud and made you carry her shoes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Ron has told that story more than once.
Yeah, well, also, it was a video.
That may show up in one of the other videos.
Well,
We have like 15 more videos to go.
is there that many?
Yeah.
Okay, can you?
Oh, no, see, that looks like, that looks like that one looks like everything is kind of copacetic and happy.
All right, can you tip me back more?
Yeah.
Tip me.
Yeah, watch out, kids. Don't get squished.
That's good.
All right, I think that's the end of our content here. I think it just runs out on this, and we will be back for another episode of Family Movies when I get the new videos.
Oh, yeah, because this is the part where there's a lot of leaf throwing. Yeah. And that was the end, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Mhm.
Well, thank you, family.
I'm a videographer.
It's just amazing that that color is that color of film is so great with the red socks and the hat.
Yeah, well, that was,
60 years later, 70 years.
70, yeah,
yeah.
That was, yeah.
more than
this-
70 years,
this-
73
This
years.
would have been like
74 years.
1948.
Well, let me
This
have
would have been the fall of 48. He would have been about 18 months old. So that is 76 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
75.
So you said, Ron, that Cyril only got high quality film.
Ron?
He's
Yeah,
on.
up here.
Did Cheryl only, so what did Cheryl do to get such great pictures?
Use the camera. I still have the camera.
What kind of camera was it?
The,
Keystone 8, right?
yep. Yeah, it was a Kodak. And let's see.
You're like, I don't want to let go of this bench.
Mm,
With a big sister like that, you got to hold on.
Mhm.
yeah.
All right, that's the end of family videos.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for
Okay.
participating.
Love you. All
Bye.
right.